friends, this is Chris Farah, and guess what premiered this Sunday? Only the brand new season of Real Housewives of New Jersey, or Teresa Giudice's show, because no one cares about any of the other housewives. Anyway, before anyone asks, I am currently wearing the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in Easy, and I love it. Let's jump right in, shall we?
Okay. The show picked up with Teresa's upcoming release from jail, and literally everyone else is just frozen in time.
Also because of Botox.
I would love them to make like a Real Housewives of Berkeley, or like a Real Housewives of Ashland, Oregon, or like some other hippie town where you actually see
women age.
Jacqueline introduces us to the new housewives this season, her old-time like plastic surgery buddies, Dolores and Siggy. Siggy walks in looking like a permanently surprised little Edie, and Jacqueline's face now looks like a mask that she's wearing where the only real things we can see of her are her eyes, peering through like, help us. It's a little much.
She is also very into her Christmas tree remote. It's like the last little bit of decadence she has before she has to sell her house.
She keeps showing it off like Christmas tree remote. You just went to Home Depot and got that? It was like $17.99, right?
It's the little things, I guess.
I guess.
Melissa is now unfulfilled being the Italian housewife that she wrote that whole book about, and now she wants to work. I feel like Melissa Gorga literally made a list of like all of the financial endeavors of every other housewife, and she like tried to do them.
This one came out with a song, so I can do a song. This one came out with a book, I can do a book.
Kyle Milene too, that's me!
You know she's gonna have a wine line. Melissa's Moscato. Girl, you need to have like one original thought. I mean. She also still loves Jesus, and Joe still likes to be naked, and Melania is like basically still hated by her whole family. There's like younger ones that are cuter, and so she's just like in this space. I feel bad for her. It's gotta be hard. Everyone's just always telling her, shut up.
Everyone is anticipating Teresa's release, and Teresa just keeps sending these like snippy notes to people, like literally a mean girl in history class.
Ugh. I used to love getting notes in class. Or just like in between classes when your best friend would just like write you a goddamn novel. It'd be like Crime and Goddamn Punishment.
But it would be folded in one of those like compact triangles with the end slipped in.
I miss it so much.
Everyone just like wants to be on this like Teresa approved visitor list so they can just like show up in head to toe Michael Kors, look at Teresa behind glass with like hashtag no makeup jail edition face.
And like
whatever those like prison scrubs are.
I like Teresa, like despite everything I'm gonna be saying throughout this whole season about her and her family. You know that like all those bitches are just like so jealous of her. Even though Teresa went to prison, like that show couldn't happen without her.
If Jacqueline went to prison, we would never even think about Jacqueline ever again.
He'd be like, Jacqueline who?
The only people that show would have stopped for would be Teresa Giudice in prison or Cop Without a Badge, Danielle Staub. The other new character we met this season is like the Giudice's or Giudice's lawyer who's like doing everything. I mean, he's like the one keeping all the balls in the air. It's like him and Gia running that show.
He's just like going to pick up Teresa from prison and like trying to narrowly escape some sort of like Princess Di paparazzi tragedy.
And like taking the kids to school. I mean, he really stepped up.
He's like figuring out their Christmas plans for them. He's like making them an itinerary.
He is going above Bed Bath & Beyond.
I mean, he has like 45 of those 20% off coupons, and he is just like buying the whole goddamn store.
I mean, he's doing it all.
He's like a modern woman.
He's also like taking the girls to school on the day their mom gets back from prison, and like straight up, why don't you miss that day? Side-eye Gabriella. You can spend one day not playing soccer at recess.
Also, Juicy Joe like describes his relationship with his girls as being like married to them, which I only can assume means he's like
forging their signatures on documents.
Then the big moment arrives. Teresa finally comes home, and like Joe doesn't even get up. Like, get off your phone, Joe.
Get off Tinder and greet the wife you locked away from your kids for a year.
But in truth, that moment was genuinely beautiful when her girls like ran up to like hug her and were crying, and I cried because I have a heart, you motherfuckers. I have a heart
that bleeds true red,
or maybe an orange corally-ish red.
Anyway, this season looks really fucking good and old school, and I can't wait. And I'm just like really into Siggy, and like that super promo was off the chain. I can't wait for Vermont. I can't wait for like Melissa and Teresa to be friends, and I'm happy their common enemy is Jacqueline. Well guys, thank you so much for watching, and come back. I'm gonna try and do this weekly for you. Now I gotta pack. Mommy's going to Hawaii. Mommy needs a vacation. I'm hoping my hotel has Bravo. We shall see.
Fucking pray hands. Fucking God bless.
Praying hands emoji for me.
Mahalo. Aloha.
Capisce. You know, I don't know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.